America. Brooke and Homer? Marge and Homer splitting up after 26 seasons. And you won't believe what celeb he's shacking up with. And find out why you should drive your kid past the classroom and drop him off at Sesame Street. And fearless funny man Colin Quinn tells you how he just solved one of America's biggest problems. And it has superstars like Chris and Jerry doubled over laughing. Then, Kid Rock. Meet the teens who went from New York City streets to viral superstars with 3 million hits and counting, and an A-list audience cheering them on. Unlocking the truth, live on The View. This is The View with Whoopi, Nicole Wallace, Rosie Perez. And today, Raven-Symoné and E.T.'s Brooke Anderson hit the co-host chairs. It all starts now.
Nicole, you know, Nicole's always doing interesting stuff. And so Nicole came in with some interesting stuff. What is all of this?
This was my Mother's Day present this year from my husband. He had everybody dubed. That's the name of the 3D printing shop in Soho where we went. And this is my son. This is my Lily, my dog. This is my honey, my puppy. This is me and Lily. And I forgot somebody.
Where's your husband?
But you guys know this is not clay, right? This is 3D printing. This is a printing machine doing the whole thing back and forth.
And I didn't know you could print your family, but you can't. I thought you could only print bad stuff. I was against it, but you can get in this booth. It's like, it's less invasive than the TSA booth at the airport. And now the problem is they don't, you know, it's a picture. So I was thinking maybe I could Photoshop some of my curves, but that didn't happen.
Is
but,
that,
it's
wait,
really
is
cool.
That, what is that in the back?
Butt,
is that
you know,
butt crack?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, almost.
Yes.
Artistic license.
I think we all need to go, and our guests go, and then it's my idea, you know, I've never worked in TV before this job, and I've never made an open, but my idea is that our new open should be our dubs. Hi, welcome to The View.
I like that.
And then when you're out, like, I could put you right here.
That's right,
and
when
be
I'm
like,
not here.
Whoopi, what do you think? And you... So now you all know way too much about me in my free time.
This is kind of fantastic. I mean, it's so detailed.
Right, and you've seen Liam, like that's a spitting image of Liam.
Because it's from a picture, right?
Right.
So it's from a photograph, and they then build these
figurines.
3D figurines.
3D image.
Free Liam detail!
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little audio. My son's claim to fame is that when he wants to do something and I say no, he screams in public places at the top of his lungs, and he does like that protest move, "Free Liam Wallace!" So now I'm gonna put it, you know.
Can I just say freely?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Liam Neeson on the burn.
Yeah. Well, I hope he turns out just like him.
Oh, a little bit better, maybe.
Yeah, well.
You don't know. So we have to start Hot Topics actually with breaking news. You know, it's Dateline Springfield. After 26 years of marriage, I can't even say it.
That's a lot for me.
Marge and Homer Simpson are splitting up. And apparently, he is looking for love in the arms of Lena Dunham. What the hell? Homer, what about a sister?
Right.
In the time that I've seen you, I've never seen you with a black woman. Or maybe Marge is just a light-skinned sister and they haven't said it. I don't know. But what do you think?
Well, this isn't his first. I'm sorry I love to go through this. I'm a Simpson fan through, you know, osmosis for my brother. I actually wasn't allowed to watch the show because it competed with The Cosby Show, but that's a different topic.
Right.
He was with Mindy Sims, Amber, Julia, and Lorene, but he never left He never left Marge. And this is one of the relationships that we can always look towards. And now, who do we have to look up to?
I don't know. Marge didn't leave him, though.
No, Homer left.
He left?
He left probably for Spider-Pig. Who knows what's going on?
I mean, kudos to the producers for, after 26 seasons, coming up with creative storylines. And I think you're right. A sister in the future, that could be a good storyline. Season 27, 28, 29.
Or a guy.
I think it's hilarious that Homer left Marge for his side piece, his jump off, and now jump off. You know what that means, girl. Don't even try to front. No. You know when you the side piece or the jump off, that means you're the other woman. You know.
So where are the babies gonna go? Where are they gonna live? Who gets to stay with Marge and who gets to stay with Homer?
I have hope they'll get back together. Just separation at this point.
Wow.
Well,
poor Lena.
We will, because I don't think she can handle those kids. I don't think Lena can handle Bart. I don't think she can handle any of the kids. So it's yet to be seen, but I'm sorry, it's very heavy to hear that. Anyway, from the wonderful to the what the hell. The manhunt continues for the two murderers who broke out of the New York maximum security prison. The latest reports say that because of good behavior, they lived in an honor wing of the prison with relaxed rules, like being able to wear civilian clothes and having access to things like power tools. I'm sorry, maximum security. I thought you didn't get stuff like that for that reason, so you didn't, like, power through the wall and escape.
Right?
I mean, I'm all for good behavior, I understand that, but there's some things that you just, I'm sorry, it's like giving an alcoholic, putting them in charge of the liquor store.
Well, you know, not all prisoners, you know, have escape plans in the back of their head.
No, but maximum security.
Right, I understand maximum security,
Yeah.
and I think that they're trying to encourage good behavior. I think that what they should try to implement in the prison system much more strongly is rehabilitation.
Yes.
More than anything. And,
Absolutely. But
I think getting awarded.
But these guys are in for life. They are in for life,
But
and
still,
I
none of them
understand.
escaped before.
Well, yes. I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, I'm sorry. The jail system needs to be rehabilitated. All of that is true,
But not for these guys.
well, they have to be rehabilitated so that when they break out, they don't hurt people.
They're rehabilitated. Yeah. I mean, I can't get over the fact that the detective's first comment from yesterday was that he was well endowed, and I feel like that's still a key part here. I mean, there's more information on his accomplice. You know, she ran the sewing. Alleged accomplice. Well, they're free. There was some accomplice. Ran the.
But it may not been her.
She's going through her garbage. She's a suspect. And I think the fact that there are these little communities that were so undetected, you know, there was obviously a rapport and an intimacy that had been created between the prisoners and some of the people that worked there. And that went completely undetected by the people in the prison.
I think it's because it's so commonplace in prison that people do not talk about it.
Yeah.
A lot of times prison staff do get in relationships with the inmates, and things happen. There was recently that one correctional officer who got pregnant.
Yeah.
You mean on Orange is the New Black? Because that happened on that show, too.
That's where it came from.
Yeah, and they do it all the time. They do it all the time, and you know, so I wasn't surprised, you know, and I don't think that the fact he was well endowed probably played into it. I think
it's just a coincidence.
No,
I gave him those power tools.
I want to know how the guy knew. I want to know how that reporter knew how well endowed the guy was.
To your point, a neighbor said, someone who lived close by said that they saw them, but didn't detect them or see them as prisoners because they were wearing street clothes.
Well, see, I'm sorry. I thought, you know, and I get it. I get all of those things, but there's some things that you have to do. And maximum security, this is not white-collar crime.
Right.
This is not, you know, ooh, I stole some money.
You're convicted murderer.
This is, I killed people and dismembered them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think you can't give people who kill people and dismember people, you can't give them power tools.
Yeah,
You can't give them power tools.
Right. And what the
On top of the fact, on top of the fact that the person you're talking about, again, escaped before.
Right.
Another prison. Like, I thought if you escaped once, you're supposed to be locked down
There should be a flag, at least.
At least a flag to know where you
Vigilance
are.
Don't come to my house, prisoners.
constant. It has to be constant, whether for a potential jailbreak or a potential terrorist attack. Vigilance has to be constant, and you cannot become complacent just because it has never happened before.
Well, I just...
Where are they going to go? Where the heck are these people going?
They're going to Canada.
They're long gone.
They're going to Canada.
I think that they're in Mexico having a margarita.
No.
I think.
No, honey, you gotta go. No, see, they have to travel.
Forever tattoo.
They gotta travel.
And I think he went down there.
They gotta travel to Mexico. They can just go to Canada because they're
Right
like
there.
40 miles away.
And
so they can go into Canada and then go to Mexico. But I think they say, "Ooh, we're out," and left, and they're up in the wilderness.
Yeah, because one of the prisoners, didn't he already go to jail in Mexico? That's why he has metal teeth in the front.
His teeth out, but
Right.
still, Mexico
I'm
is,
not gonna go back
is like it's a great place to get lost.
Disappear.
Well,
Great
yeah.
place to get lost.
I got lost in Mexico, and they made me come back. We'll be right back with more Hot Topics.
A Seinfeld of the apocalypse. Why Jerry says comedy is doomed, and it's young people that are killing it.
We have a lot of teachers in our audience today, and so I think they'll like this story, because parents are always warned to limit their children's television time, but a new study found that kids get as much education from watching Sesame Street as they can get from going to preschool, especially in disadvantaged neighborhoods. So are people just not aware of how much research goes into making Sesame Street, or is this just people talking smack, or what?
No, I think what happens is that we underestimate the power of arts-educated curriculums. And basically, that's what Sesame Street is. It's an art-integrated curriculum for toddlers and for preschoolers, and it's very, very important. I watched it as a kid, and it had an immense effect on me.
Yeah.
And also, what they also teach on Sesame Street, not only the academics, but they also teach interpersonal skills and socialization. And so I think that we knew this. Now, you know, the experts have studied it and go, oh, yeah. You know, and I think it's a great thing.
The other thing they teach is emotional intelligence. Your skit with Elmo is about respecting people that look different.
Yes.
It's about color of your fur,
Yes.
and that is the treasure. I mean, you know, you live in New York and you have the ability to send your kid to private school. They can learn French when they're 1.5 around here. But teaching kids to be kind and compassionate is something that Sesame Street does in an extraordinary
Politeness
way.
and respect. Yeah, I think you can supplement but not substitute. I think Sesame Street is great about having a happy, positive approach towards learning new things. And I remember one episode really prepared my brother for tonsillectomy. It was a very valuable resource.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's soothing, it's slow-paced, but in a reassuring way. And I think some kids, you know, they need the social interaction of school, but others really young cannot handle that structured environment. But supplement it.
Let's not forget about the other shows that I know that I watched when I was younger that also helped me. Sesame Street, you had Conjunction Junction, What's Your Function?
That's ABC's Schoolhouse Rock. ABC's Schoolhouse Rock.
Captain Planet.
Captain Planet,
My mother says, you know, I plopped you in front of the television. I felt so guilty. I'm so glad you turned out all right because Mr. Rogers raised you.
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, you know. I mean, I watched him all the time.
And let's not
Neighbor.
Carmen Sandiego, I learned how
Yes,
my
yes,
state
yes,
world.
yes, yes.
Let's not forget.
But what's also important here is that they're not lessening the importance of pre-K. They're saying it's as important as pre-K.
Yeah.
And here, you know, Mayor de Blasio in New York, here in the city, that was one of his big initiatives is for pre-K, and I think that it should be a mandate across this nation.
Well, what's also interesting about this, because of all of the things we're talking about, is Pope Francis says parents need to keep computers out of their kids' rooms, claims all the dirty content on the porn internet, and he says it's bad for the soul, and that people don't connect when they're on their machines, when they're on their phones, and listening to what everybody is saying, he might actually have a point. Forget it. I mean, not the specifics, but yes, I think parents have to learn how to spend time with their kids and get off their computers and off their phones so that kids know how to talk to them, so they learn how to talk to their brothers and sisters, and everybody's not just sitting there doing this.
But they also have really good computers for younger people. They have Leapfrog. They have different websites to help kids learn, because let's not forget, that's what this world is turning into.
Yes.
The technology world. It is, and it's going to progress.
Absolutely.
And
but should it
shouldn't be as open as a...
Well, but do you think there should be, do you feel that there should be time where you're not on it? Because you're a young person, and I wonder, because I see lots of folks who are, you know, I call you 12, who are 12, you know, and basically everything has to do with this or this, and I wonder, how often do you put yours down, or do you?
I definitely know that there's something called technosis, where you get addicted to what's going on there, and I go to sleep playing Candy Crush. It's really bad. My eyes get tired. I go to sleep.
Right.
Or I'm always on there looking for information about this show.
Right.
But then there are times when I say, okay, I'm not connecting with anybody, but that's an internal voice, or my parents in my head saying, pay attention, because they didn't come from that.
Right.
But kids nowadays, like, I'm sure your granddaughter, you said she has swipe finger. There's nothing in the great-granddaughter, sorry. She has no idea, and the new ones have no idea when to turn it down, because I am connecting. There's Periscope now, where I can connect live. There's FaceTime. Like, there's people that are connecting on screen because they can't connect with anybody else.
But that's a parent's responsibility. I mean, we do not have the phones in front of our faces when Liam is up and around. And so, because it is learned, and he will say, if the phone rings and I pick it up, he'll say, get off the phone, you're talking to me. So it is learned, and I see moms at the playground all the time, you know, on the phone the whole time, and their kids are, you know, not connected to anyone in that moment. So I think it's a parent has to set an example by unplugging themselves and knowing that kids are learning. I mean, your kids are old enough.
And diligently monitor. I mean, we have to keep our kids' childhoods as happy and wholesome as possible, because I think that that is our job. And in addition to the connectivity discussion, there's so many dangers lurking on the internet. That, like you said, the child predators, the bad people trying to take advantage of kids.
As
so
parents, that is your responsibility. And also, you know, I'm just going to say this again, and people hate it when I do it, but I don't care. You are not to be your kid's pal. You're not, they're not your equal. They are your children. So, wait. Don't hoot and holler, because the next thing is for you. You have a responsibility to show them how to do this. You're responsible for it. So if you're not putting it down, they're not going to put it down.
Don't tell us what to do when you're not doing it yourself.
You're not, say it again.
Do not tell us what to do if you're not doing it yourself.
There you go.
My dad used to tell me all the time, get off the phone if it's not for business. And I'm like, but you ain't doing business either, so what you on the phone for? Smack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, then I get in trouble.
Yeah.
But I'm going to learn from my elders. Like, that's what I'm supposed to do. Sorry.
That's the thing. Okay. All right, and we're going to go back, because we have stuff to sell. But we'll come back with more Hot Topics.
The Little Princess of Soul. Check out the tiny dancer going viral and getting mad respect online. Next.
Anyway, welcome back. Former Green Party presidential candidate Ralph Nader claims that Hillary Clinton has been overcompensating for being a woman by what he refers to as shocking militarism. He even says she's single-handedly responsible for the war in Libya.
I just love that the most sexist thing that's been said about Hillary Clinton has come from a left-wing lunatic. I love that. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't think he's a lunatic, but he is very left. And I'm
sorry.
And the thing, no, I'm just saying my opinion. I don't think he's a lunatic, and he is very left. But I have to say, I agree with you. I was shocked.
Me too.
I was shocked that this came out of his mouth. And it is sexist, you know, because you're a woman, you're too emotional, you're going to be too soft. You're a woman, you're overcompensating, and you're going to be too aggressive. You know what? Just shut up, man.
Totally.
Seriously.
Do we need Ralph Nader accusing women of trying to overcompensate for doing a difficult job? I mean, my question is, do men have someone accusing them of trying to overcompensate, I don't know, for a small penis while trying to do a difficult job?
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? address the issue of how effective the job is done. Don't psychoanalyze why. Don't psychoanalyze why the job was done.
Exactly. I mean,
And just, Ralph, just FYI, you know, she's probably been through menopause, so you can't actually accuse her of doing stuff because she's over-emotional. She's not got her finger on the button because she's gonna get her period. All that's over, hon. Just saying. Hey,
I mean, don't make it about gender, yeah.
were you getting ready to say something?
No, you said exactly what I was going to say.
You know, we talked about the TSA missing 95% of weapons on security checks, but apparently they are really good at finding drugs. Because according to reports, they just recently caught a guy trying to smuggle 5 pounds of cocaine hidden in wooden coasters. Like, how can you find that and my lotion?
and my son's sippy cups. They find every sippy cup.
And you can't find a terrorist. You can't find the gun. It's a gun. This is what it looks like. This is the shadow of a gun. It's in the bag like this. And you missed it. How is that possible? A grenade looks like, you know, a little egg with like a dinosaur thing. What the?
They say their eyes get tired and they, you know, sit for a long time.
95% miss. 95%. That's not good. That's not good. Either, because the government pays for the TSA, is that right? You know, stop cutting food stamps. Okay, stop cutting all that stuff. Start cutting stuff that maybe we could do a little less of. And give these people some money so you can train them as to what to look for, really look for.
They got tons of money. They just suck at it. They got tons of money.
What? They're not using it for training.
Honestly, no, real quick, I know we gotta go. But nobody is asking for more money. They are a very well-funded post-9/11 agency. They just suck.
All right. Well, if you're gonna suck like that with my life, I'm gonna get somebody in there who can do the job, because if you can't train the people to look for the people who are trying to kill me, you need to get out of there. You need to go. You need to go. So here's what we'll do. We're gonna invite somebody from the TSA. Let's invite the head of the TSA to come on our show and explain what the hell's going on with your agency. How about that? That's good, right? Yeah. Ooh. You know, there's a video going viral right now. 6-year-old Johanna Colon, who stole her talent show in North Carolina by channeling Aretha Franklin, child. Take a look. Okay, I want her to be on the lip sync show. Yeah. I want her to be on the lip sync show. You know what? We're gonna go and come right back with the amazing and quite funny Colin Quinn. Woo.
Always finds laughter and truth in subjects that can make some people uncomfortable. And he really goes there as author of The Coloring Book, A Comedian Solves Race Relations in America. Please welcome Colin Quinn.
Come on.
You guys stand up for every guest?
Mm-hmm. Just you.
I felt like it was kind of just for me.
Yeah. Congratulations on your book.
Thanks, Raven.
You're welcome. It's pretty much an awesome name. The Coloring Book, A Comedian Solves Race Relations in America.
Yes.
However, Colin Quinn, what gives you the right to write this book?
Well, before I was a comedian, I got my master's degree in ethnic studies at a large major university. No, I'm kidding. People believe me for a second. I like that. Well, because the only people who talk about race now is people either angry or pandering. So I said, let's try humor, too. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Thanks.
Yeah. And you grew up in Brooklyn, like
Yes.
me, right? Yeah. And prior to the recent gentrification,
Yes.
Brooklyn was the most culturally diverse city in America. And, and which part did you grow up in?
I grew up in Park Slope. I know I have no street cred left. All right, leave me alone.
What? But no, people don't know. Park Slope was ghetto.
Yes, there was a lot of.
Yeah, it was mixed mafia, mixed Puerto Ricans, mixed black. It was like
You
it
know
was
it
serious.
well. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not the Swiss village it is today, but
Right.
Speaking of a Swiss village, just yesterday, Jerry Seinfeld
Yes.
said in an interview that political correctness is destroying comedy.
Outrageous.
Really? Would you agree?
Outrageous. I shun Jerry from now on. No. Yes, of course. I mean, it's been like that for 20 years. It only gets worse every year.
So I never know what they're talking about because
Well,
what does it mean, political correctness?
it means like if I I mean, in terms of joke-wise, you mean like?
Yeah.
Well, like if you identify someone's ethnicity.
Right.
Like if let's say I'm walking down the street in Bushwick, right?
Right.
20, 30 years ago. And I said, did you see a Puerto Rican guy pass? Somebody go, oh, you make a left. If I said today, Bushwick, well-intentioned people that moved there, you see a Puerto Rican guy pass here? No. I saw a human being pass here. I didn't see their ethnicity. You have to kind of qualify everything you say. So you say a Latino, I mean a person, a man. That was sexist. I'd like to apologize before I begin.
Do you feel like that's just with white comedians or
Coming from a
just
place
all
of
comedians?
unconscious paternalistic entitlement, and hopefully I can start a nonprofit for other people that are going to have to deal with the other. And that's bad for comedy.
Is it just white comedians who feel that?
It's mostly just white, yeah.
I think
It's mostly white, but I mean, it's starting to affect other people in other areas. You get in trouble for, you know what I mean, anything now.
Really?
But, yeah, mostly white. Yeah.
Colin, you write that acknowledging cultural differences has become really taboo.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because if you say if people are trying to eradicate racism by eradicating like any ethnic identification of anybody, you know what I mean? Like they think if we all just make it kind of a generic, kind of a, Apple store kind of just everybody is the same, you know what I mean? Like celebrate diversity, but don't point out people are different. That's basically
But are
the
you at
philosophy.
all worried that, like, on the heels of Ferguson and Baltimore, that
Whoa.
it's a little dicey to put out a... But no, I'm just saying, like, it's even more fraught now, right? I mean, you obviously started writing this book
the book
before.
was already in galleys by then. I had no, I mean, but I mean, there's always going to be racial. That's the whole point. Nobody discusses race except in these, like, confined boundaries. It's a very solemn subject.
But if you're doing it in comedy, if
Right.
you're going to do it in comedy, and you want to make a joke
Right.
about someone who may be gay,
Right.
are people
Not funny.
are people? Well, no, there are jokes to be made, but is it because people can't just say what they always used to say? Because I think comics are still making the same kinds of jokes, but our job was never to pander to anyone. Our
Right.
job was always to say what we said because we're comics and
Exactly.
we could.
You told the truth.
Sure.
Is that what? Yeah. And that's what you're saying we should still be able to do, right?
I love you. Yeah, that's
I know you
exactly
do.
why.
Yes.
Exactly. The whole point is you're not supposed to have anybody, telling
We
you.
hit everybody.
Especially because the more humorless people would be
Yeah.
likely to be the ones that are going to get, very strident about stuff. And that's
Yes.
not our thing, you know what I mean?
But do you honestly not feel that there's a chilled environment in which to do comedy? I mean, you must...
No, I said there is one.
But, so are you brave enough to stand up in that climate? I mean, the book is...
You're challenging me, obviously.
Yeah.
What do you think? I'm going to pretend I didn't write it? I'll be like, oh, these people, they put your name on a book, you're crazy.
I hope you turn the tide, because it's unfunny and really...
Now you're, now you're saying it like I'm going to get my throat slit. What's going on?
Our thanks to Colin Quinn. Yeah, we gotta go. Our thanks to Colin Quinn. Be sure to catch him and Amy Schumer in Trainwreck coming out July 17th. His book, The Coloring Book, in stores now. And members of today's audience are getting a copy. All right? We'll be right back.
racked up over 1 million views, launched 3 teens into internet superstardom. They've just written a new book about their inspiring journey. So please welcome Malcolm Brickhouse, Jared Dawkins, and Alec Atkins, better known as Unlocking the Truth. So, dude, I mean, you guys are one of the few heavy metal bands who happen to be black. I think a lot of people are surprised that you play heavy metal. Why heavy metal?
Oh, we fell over to heavy metal when me and Jared used to go to wrestling shows that my dad took us to.
Right.
And the background music was metal, so we were attracted to that kind of music. And I went to my first metal show to see Disturbed in 2009.
Right.
And that's where I realized that I want to make metal for a living.
Wow.
Wow. And how are you guys balancing school and being rock stars?
Well, that all depends on their time management. If you balance your time, then you have time to do anything.
Oh, wow. Do you have time for girls? Why you look at him?
That's a question you should ask him.
Do you have time for girls?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay,
Maybe.
we'll leave it at that.
Well, was everybody surprised when you decided to do heavy metal? Did they go, wait, what?
Yeah, pretty much, but, you know, other people were very supportive and very cool about it. So, you know, it just depends who it was, what type of person they were.
See, I saw y'all, I forget where it was. Somebody showed me, and I was kind of knocked out. You guys are like kick-ass group. I love y'all. You know, the 3 of you have written a memoir about your hard work and sacrifices. So you have any specific advice you would give to people?
You know, yeah, follow your dream, be yourself, and, you know, don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something. Something is impossible because...
And you working on new music?
Yeah. We stay working on new music all the time.
Well, you know what? Here to perform their song, Monster, is the amazing heavy metal band Unlocking the Truth.
Woo! let you know that these guys launched a tour to help a charity called Convoy of Hope. And we're really proud of you. You get more information about Convoy on our website. Thanks to Unlocking the Truth, members of our audience are going home with a copy of their book. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Jack and Jack.
And we just wanted to say what's up to Whoopi and all the ladies at The View.
Yes, we miss you guys. We were there like a month ago. And now we're back in the Big Apple, here performing at the DigiFest New York City. So we're super happy to be here.
Yeah, we can't wait to see you guys again, and a big thanks again for having us.
Hey, welcome back. Those were Vine superstars Jack and Jack at the world's biggest social media festival known as DigiFest. To see more of them and find out what DigiFest... I'm doing a commercial for DigiFest. In your town, go to our website. And if you want to know more about this little band that just happened, I want to see them on the road. I want to see more about them. If you want more information on them, send us some emails and let us know. Text us and let us know if you want information and if you want to help put them on the road this summer. Thanks to Brooke Anderson. Raven will be back tomorrow. We thank you guys for coming to support us, and we hope that you have a great day and take a little time to enjoy whatever view you happen to see.